Welcome to another video of Optatube. Today, we're tackling a question that has some massive global consequences. How can a single steel pipe, literally just buried in the ground, end up dictating the price of electricity for millions and millions of people? Let's break it down.
I mean, really think about that. How can one pipeline, just a piece of physical infrastructure, have the power to move global energy prices? It sounds kind of impossible, right? But it happens all the time. Today, we're going to show you exactly how. All right, first up, the market's arteries. To really get how a pipeline moves prices, you have to stop seeing it as just a piece of plumbing and start seeing it as a critical artery in the global economic body. Yeah, think of a pipeline just like a market artery. When blood is flowing freely, the body's healthy. But if an artery gets blocked, well, you've got serious problems. It's the exact same thing with energy markets. A pipeline that's flowing smoothly means stable prices. But a disruption, oh, that causes powerful, far-reaching price shocks. This all comes down to the absolute basics of any energy market. It really only has three core parts. You've got supply, that's the energy being produced. You've got demand, that's the energy being used. And then you have transport, the critical link that connects the two. And pipelines, they are the absolute backbone of that transport system.
So what happens when that transport link, that market artery, gets squeezed or, constrained? This right here shows you exactly what happens. Over in the producer region, there's plenty of gas, so prices are low. But the pipeline itself becomes a bottleneck. It literally can't move any more gas to the consumer region. This creates an artificial scarcity, and the price for that exact same gas just skyrockets on the other side. That physical limit creates a massive economic gap. So here's the crucial point. A pipeline isn't just passive infrastructure. It's an active pricing lever. Whoever controls the flow, well, they control the price. Now, let's see how this exact principle played out in a huge real-world event. And you know what? There is no better example of this than the Nord Stream pipeline, which pretty much became a household name for this very reason.
Just look at this timeline. In early 2021, the pipeline's running smoothly, and European gas prices are stable. But as soon as geopolitical tensions started to reduce the flow later that year, prices began to climb. And then, when a major disruption hit in 2022, prices just exploded to record highs. The link is direct, and it's absolutely undeniable. Okay, so that explains gas prices. But how does an issue with a gas pipeline way over there end up making your home's electricity bill more expensive? It's a critical three-step chain reaction. And here's how it works. In a lot of markets, the final price of all electricity is actually set by the most expensive power source needed to meet demand at that specific moment. And very often, that's a gas-fired power plant. So when a pipeline issue makes their fuel super expensive, their price goes up. And because they set the market price, the price of all electricity goes up for everyone, even if your power came from cheaper wind or solar. Now, this effect isn't just regional. A problem in one part of the world creates ripples that are felt thousands of miles away. So let's explore that global web. See, when pipeline gas isn't an option, countries have to turn to the backup plan, liquefied natural gas, or LNG. This is basically natural gas that's been cooled way, way down into a liquid, so it can be transported on these massive ships instead of through pipes. It's super flexible, but it definitely comes at a cost. This table here makes that trade-off really clear. Pipeline gas is cheap, but it's totally inflexible. It can only go where the pipe goes. LNG, on the other hand, can be shipped anywhere in the world, which is great, but that whole process of liquefying and transporting it makes it a whole lot more expensive. So here's how that global ripple works. A pipeline problem in Europe means European countries suddenly need to buy a ton of LNG. This triggers a global bidding war for any available LNG tankers. That massive increase in demand raises LNG prices not just for Europe, but for buyers in Asia and the Americas too. All of a sudden, a regional pipeline problem has caused a global price spike, affecting electricity markets everywhere. This global interconnectedness is such a fascinating and complex challenge. So, if you're interested in energy markets and power system modeling, and you want updates and insights on the global energy market, make sure to follow the Optatube channel. So what's the single biggest takeaway from all of this? It's a really simple but powerful idea. In energy markets, infrastructure is price. So what does this actually mean for you? Well, it means that building a pipeline isn't just an engineering project, it's an act of market design. It means that relying on just one source of transport is incredibly risky,
And diversification is key. And crucially, it means your higher electricity bill could be a direct result of a pipeline issue happening halfway across the world. The risk of these physical constraints, it has a real price tag. Ultimately, it's a powerful reminder that energy markets are not just numbers on a screen. They are fundamentally grounded in real, physical infrastructure. And it's that infrastructure, those steel pipes under the ground and across the seas, that truly moves the world. Thanks for watching.